Both GTA 5 and GTA 4 have a solid case for being the greatest game in the Grand Theft Auto series. While both games excel overall, they each have a particular strength. GTA 4 has a more grounded tone, while GTA 5 excels in terms of scale and bombast. Both games have their highs and lows, but one in particular feels like Grand Theft Auto's pinnacle. There are some obvious similarities between the two games because they are Grand Theft Auto games. Both are crime-themed sandboxes that give the player access to a sizable city to drive around in between missions. The protagonists in each game face off against opponents who are much more powerful than they are, which makes their eventual victory all the more satisfying. Each game also has a player character that can be customized, with additional outfits and weapons available over time. Players have plenty of time to revisit the earlier games because GTA 6 is probably releasing in 2024. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a big game with big characters. The biggest benefit of Grand Theft Auto 5 is how much content there is. Players have more options than in any other game in the series thanks to the 3 customizable protagonists instead of just one. This also applies to the storyline, where each character has their own individual missions when they are not colliding for significant story events. Additionally, it gains from being more polished than GTA 4, which it builds upon. Additionally, there are many humorous interactions throughout the game, with Franklin and Lamar's arguments contributing to many of its best moments. Since there are large areas of land that serve no purpose at all, especially in sandy shores, the sheer size of Los Santos in GTA 5 actually detracts from the gameplay. Another potential drawback of Grand Theft Auto 5 is its humor, at least to Trevor. Although Franklin and Lamar are hilarious, some people may find Trevor's humor to be too grating or unsettling. Finally, while the game's heists and a few missions are entertaining, the main plot is not particularly compelling. The game frequently seems to be idling until the next big heist. It was successful for Grand Theft Auto 5 to introduce new innovations to the franchise. The game's multiple characters can keep players interested, and its many gameplay experiments frequently succeeded. At the same time, it can be challenging to overlook the story's general flaws, even though GTA 5's incredibly satisfying happy ending does its best to make up for them. At least from a gameplay perspective, Grand Theft Auto 5 has many advantages. The best narrative in the series helps Grand Theft Auto 4. In contrast to GTA 5, Grand Theft Auto 4's story is unquestionably its strongest suit. It's a more somber tale of hitman Nico Bellic moving to America to live with his cousin instead of the frantic chaos that the series usually revels in. The story itself is excellent, with Nico's connections being its greatest strength, despite the darker tone. Nico is quiet and brutal, but the narrative manages to make him come across as a character who is somewhat introspective despite his crimes. Players may be taken aback by GTA 4's apparent tonal shift, despite the tragedy of both Nico's life prior to Grand Theft Auto 4 and the game's events. Some fans find it difficult to accept those elements in a series known for outrageous satire. GTA 4's driving controls, which are noticeably slicker than those in other games in the series, are a more glaring drawback. This is clearly demonstrated in an early car chase mission where many players may have trouble after only having a brief amount of driving experience. The fact that driving is a significant component of every GTA game makes the game's learning curve more complex. Grand Theft Auto 4 is undoubtedly the game with the better story, but the gameplay suffers more from Grand Theft Auto 4's advancing age. While GTA 5 had an advantage because it was released a few years later, GTA 4 can also be viewed as the game's prototype. Rockstar's decision not to remaster GTA 4 only makes this situation worse by denying the company the chance to improve the game. The game's flaws are challenging to overlook even though it is still very functional. Although it is outdated, GTA 4 is a superior game to GTA 5. With a lot of anticipation leading up to its release, Grand Theft Auto 5 quickly gained enormous popularity. That was probably greatly influenced by the fact that it was included with GTA Online and took place in San Andreas, a beloved game's setting. Even though Grand Theft Auto 5 has many positive qualities that contribute to its continued popularity, it ultimately falls short of Grand Theft Auto 4 in terms of plot and characters. Grand Theft Auto 4 pops up in every GTA game, which is unusual for a series that generally doesn't prioritize narrative. The player can become fully immersed in Nico's story by following his network of connections, which leads to decisions like choosing between Dwayne from GTA 4 and Playboy X at key moments. Even though GTA 4's gameplay is undoubtedly a step down from GTA 5, it isn't that drastically different that it is noticeably more difficult to play. GTA 4 ultimately has an advantage thanks to its still strong mechanics and missions that feel more satisfying because of their stronger narrative. While GTA 4 had the advantage in terms of story and writing, GTA 5 clearly has the advantage in gameplay. In the end, the difference in quality between the two traits is what counts. Although the gameplay of GTA 5 is marginally superior to that of GTA 4, GTA 4's superiority over GTA 5 is ultimately determined by the size of the story gap. GTA 4 has more to offer in terms of keeping the game interesting if a player thinks about what game GTA 6 can learn from. The quality of Grand Theft Auto's most recent games is closely contested, but GTA 4 just about edges out its successor due to better writing. Grand Theft Auto 5 is the most recent entry and has more content, but despite being technically sound, it lacks a significant impact. GTA 4 offers a superior gaming experience compared to the series' most well-known titles. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and support my channel.